I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm an executive job search and leadership coach, the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. The question for today is, should we administer a written test to potential hires? Now, as I'm recording this, the economy is good and there are labor shortages. So here we have a written test that you're going to administer. Do you think good people are going to sit through that? Oh, we're very important. We're the most important firm in our space. Who cares? Do you think good people are going to sit through a test? Now, there are two ways the test could be administered. One is in your offices, one is at home. I can assure you, good people are going to take your test and think less of you as a result. But we need to know whether they know anything. Well, that's what the interview is supposed to be about. Now, if you let them take the test at home, how do you know that they are taking the test? Well, we have a camera on them. Who's going to sit through that? Seriously. It's an invasive thing, and they can have someone off camera slipping them notes as they talk about things. Written tests really don't work, and they are a turn-off to people. Your biggest problem is your hiring process, and you don't know how to interview. Like, I was coaching someone earlier this week who's up for a position in New York. He's basically going to be the chief operating officer for a construction firm, reporting to the investors and founders of the organization. As he discovered, he is the sixth person who might sit in that seat in the last 5 years. Do you think their process is broken, that what they're doing isn't really serving them, that they don't know how to evaluate and assess for talent in the course of their conversation? Do you think a written test is going to do anything for someone like this? Well, you should be open to that. No. I don't want to say it's insulting, but it's a time waster. And it isn't a lot of fun. For some professions, and I'll use IT as an example, the notion of a hackathon is competitive and fun. What you're talking about in the way of a written test, not fun, dull, boring, obnoxious. You ask extreme questions that they'll never have to contend with, and you think that demonstrates whether they know what they're supposed to know. I'm not a big fan of tests. Hackathons is different. Again, fun, competitive. If you can create something fun and competitive for your organization, great. But for an HR job? For an administrative assistant job? Come on. What kind of fun test are you going to administer to someone for those kind of roles? For an accounting position? Okay. Let's see how we can bankrupt the firm. Ooh, that would be a fun game. Most of you who administer tests are not going to administer anything that's going to test for creativity, capability, and make it an attractive, desirable part of the application process. What you're going to do is turn off exceptional talent who is going to look at your questions and think that you are a dull place to work at. You don't want that to happen. You will always want to be marketing and promoting yourself and doing it in ways that allow them to feel like you care about them. So I'm not a fan of these things. Like I said, if you can make it fun and competitive, for some people that's going to work. And again, for other people, it isn't. But you know your corporate culture better than I do. That's my thinking about this. Have a great day. Take care.